Hi everyone, George here, and it looks like I had to go into four parts for Broken Arrow. Um, AR1 takes place in Ostrobeek. Yep, 17th of September 1944. We're talking about Market Garden here. So we're playing the British versus the Germans, and just to recap, the British, in order to win, they have to at least exit one jeep off the of J8. They can't go out of here or out of here. Maybe they can. Actually, between K8 and I8, so they can get out from here or here, but definitely, well, is the woods considered to be there if it's off board? I think what you got to do is make a mirror image. Anywho, um, during the ending of the last video, I was very optimistic that the British had a fighting chance at winning the scenario, but I'm getting increasingly pessimistic that they will be able to accomplish that. So that's the situation on the battlefield. On the channel, I'd like to wish everybody happy 2025, filled with good luck, fortune, health, prosperity, and all the good things in life, I hope. Whatever you wish for, I hope your wishes come true. And thank you for supporting and liking this channel and subscribing. I find myself extremely fortunate to have now slightly over 970 viewers. Never in my wildest dreams did I ever imagine I would have such a wide following. I know there are other channels that have subscribers in the thousands. I don't judge myself according to how other people are doing. I just tend to look inward and appreciate the finer things in life. So it's not good to judge yourself according to everybody else's performance. Just appreciate what you have is my philosophy. Also turned the 620, so hey, happy birthday to me. Let's get on with the show. So it's rally phase, and I have the advanced sequence of play by the late Jim McLeod always open, so we won't forget. There's no reinforcements, so the next thing up in line is rolling for weather for the Germans. It takes some time for me to get everything from. All right, roll twice, no weather. Recombinations, nah. Recoveries, nah. Remove all pins. That's something I forgot. Oh, okay. Recoveries, no. Deploy squads, repairs. We had repaired the MMG. So as a German player, I don't think this guy can self-rally. He's locked in CC type of thing, or melee. So everybody's under a good order leader. We'll try to bring this guy up with a roll of 6. Nope, we haven't done it. So on to the British rally. So we have here base 4, 5 for the terrain, and 7 with the leader. Rally. He makes it. That will help slightly. A break. Here, what do we got? We got a leader that needs a 4 or less. Doesn't make it. The M comes off. That's a bummer. That's the oops. Yeah, that's the reason why I'm becoming a little bit pessimistic towards a British victory. Being locked in melee, not being able to win a 3-2, 3-2 close combat is other more pessimism. So prep fire. As a matter of fact, I don't think I'm going to prep fire, knowing that this is the exit conditions. I'm going to try and back away from there. So I'm not going to prep fire. I'm going to go straight to movement and relocate down below. So here we're going to declare non-assault movement. We're going to go 2, 4, and 6, because at this juncture we have LOS to this vertex, LOS to this vertex. This is questionable, but here, between these two hexes, possibly yes. Last night. So 2, 4, 6 is good. I didn't prep fire on him. Here, he's in a good position. What are we going to do with a 6-up-3 attack? Not much. And this fellow here, simply just try and wait out, or just assault move down to here in case this fellow decides to go around this way and out this, but that's too long. We're just going to assault move back and just stay away from that Brokey, just like that. And like I said, this guy's in a stone building. This unit is in a stone building. Shouldn't say guy, it's a unit. So doesn't have anything to worry about. I could be wrong. Okay, let's remove that Brokey marker off and turn it to defensive fire. The allies have declared no quarter. So no defensive fire. Well, yes, we do. We have a 6-up-3 attack there. We'll do it. Nothing. They don't cower. And we have another 8-up-2 attack there. Seven plus 2 is 9. That's a pin task check. Doesn't do much, but we'll take the pin in any case. Task check. Task check. The leader pins. Oh, it does something. Let's put these guys up above the pin marker. There you go. And he final fired. And now fire here with our inherit. That would be a 6-up-3 thing. Luckily, we didn't use it on with the Piet. So now we're going to do a 5th to hit with the Piet. Let's see if it's worth it. So on the reverse side, you have a 7 to hit, +1 for the grain, +2 for the tem. That would make it a 4 to hit. And you break it on. So 4 to hit, let's do it. Nope, no rate. But he gets DM'd. Let's do the 6. No, we did the 6. All right. He gets DM'd. That was a bad thing to do. All right, we moved everybody. Now we can go to advancing fire. And with advancing fire, we can do a 2-up-1. So let's do a 2-up-1. Nope. So they advance fired. They don't have anywhere to go. They can fire back, but not using the leader. It'd be a 2-up-1 attack here. So let's do that. 2-up-1. 7, 8 on the 4 table, or the 2 table is nothing. Don't even need to look that up, but we should mark them with advancing fire. Route phase, let's go to clear all. Moves, prep, and def fire. So in terms of routing, this guy can route back. There. This guy will have to withdraw from melee. So it's going to be pretty draconian. Actually, okay, yeah, no, actually. All right. I always forget what is a 4 to 6 attack. 6 to 4, so 1 to 2. All right, so now we'll go to advanced phase. Advance. I am pretty happy where I am. Yeah, I'm pretty happy where I am. Now, traversing this hex, it's assumed that the hedge goes to the vertex. Therefore, chances are a Jeep will have to take a bog check to go through it and pay the cost of the terrain, that being a +1. Just going to get my terrain chart out here. Everything else, I should put everything in order. Rule book, charts, before you start your scenario. Now, something like OBA and nationality, you can leave behind. Because if you don't have OBA and you do know the national characteristics, you should be okay. So, yeah, let's take a look at hedges. Edge wall. It's not even applicable for a truck. Trucks and Jeeps are the same. But you're up the creek without a paddle. You can't go around a hedge. Hedge. Oh, hedge. Not applicable as well. Yeah. So consider trucks for movement purposes. So I won't be able to go around that. Which phase are we at? Advance? I didn't advance anybody. So basically, this fellow is better off because then these units will not be able to go through there. We'll have to run the gauntlet through here. That's pretty sad. How about him? How about him? If he's in here in the open, well, in orchards, they'll be able to levy a toll on all these hexes. So he can even advance even further back here. This fellow is great where he is. Oh well. Okay, I think I got that under control. When you're playing both sides, you have to be fair to both sides. See, there's no way about it, and just a little sense of fairness goes a long way in making the game enjoyable and balanced for both sides. Have the time and energy to learn Sasso, that could be something you can consider. Here now we're going 1-2 um, against the British, so we need 4 less. No, and the British 3-2, we need 6 or less. Second melee. Here we would be going, I guess, 1-1 against the. Actually, this guy could have assault moved out of the melee, just like that, because he wasn't in close. He was in CC, not in melee. So that's what we could do. I was thinking of actually um, firing on the broken unit, but broken units can be considered in melee. So this guy now has to withdraw. He has how much firepower? Brick 2, but he's broken. So it'll be a 3-2 -4 for the British, and the broken unit cannot attack. So 3-2 -4. Let's see what that happens. He's obliterated. Okay, so this guy's obliterated. Axis casually bent. And the M goes away. And right now, I'm not sure if I started a log, so I think I did. Let's see. Did I start a log? The way you can tell is you have end log file. Yep, you're good. Okay, so something has happened here that seems a bit remarkable. We can remove all the moves. all the pins. All right, and go for concealment gains. And I think ultimately this guy gets to conceal. He is in concealment terrain. Orchards being concealment terrain, and nobody has a line of sight to him, so he can conceal. Holy cow! Boink. Uh, and that's all she wrote. Okay, advanced phase, close combat phase, concealment is done. This was 7B. Okay, we did our incremental save. Let's turn it to rally phase for the British and roll for weather. Nothing. Where's that advanced sequence of play? Recombinations, none. Attempt to recover, none. Deploy squads, no. Repairs, I don't think so. Rally broken units. I don't think we have any self rallies. This fellow rallied. This fellow here needs an 8 or less. Let's do that. Rally. I was holding my breath there. Okay, good. Break. Now we need a 9 or less. No, 10 or less. Rally. Ooh, they rallied. Remember, we need 7 E. 7 additional exit VP. So we got a ways to go. As usual, I don't see any prep fire. Plausible movement phase. We gotta plan this out carefully. So we are on movement, right? Yep. Okay. So let's see what we can do. First, the most obvious move here would be to assault move to there. Does he want to take a shot? Okay. Decisions. If we take a shot, take from here to there, it's blocked. If we take a shot, we'll be marked with first fire. If we cower, we're going to be marked with final fire. Chances are there's going to be another melee there. Like it or not. I'd say that we were going to hold our fire because conceivably this guy can go 1 and then 2 and then 3 to spin around. And what is it for open ground for a truck? 4? Yeah, that's a bum load worth of factors. And I'm thinking of why not? Why shouldn't I do it? There is a reason why we shouldn't do it. There's a good reason why we shouldn't do it. Hold on for a second here. So I like the big chart for the movement factors. So open ground for a truck is 4. So it'd probably be 8 because we're in bypass. Yeah, that's a situation where we have to hold our fire actually. So here, let's see if we can go CX. We'd go a half and a half. It would make 3, 4 over the hedge, 5, 6, and 7, 8 going CX. And I don't think I could also go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but then he would have a shot on me there. Would have a shot on me there, and it would be possibly an 8 flat. And since I have the luxury of one more turn, this looks more plausible. So it would be a half and a half, 3, 4 over the hedge, a 5, 6, 7, 8 going CX. This guy can probably fire there, but there would be too many hindrances. And again, I cannot bypass any of these hexes here because the Virtus has a hedge and a Jeep/truck cannot go over a hedge. The other reason why I don't want to advance the truck's point blank fire with infantry is because with an 8, I need a 7 or less. 7 gets them immobilized, less than 7 gets them annihilated. And then he would lay down residuals, 4 residual firepower in that in open ground of that hex with a 4. He needs a 5 or less to affect a soft unarmored vehicle. So let's do that. We're going to go CX 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to there. Yeah. So CX. I don't think anybody's going to fire at him. So just to formally do the move, there you go. 8 movement factors. Here. Well, the leader cannot be affected here. But we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there, 4, 5, 6 to there. The other place we can go is 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. The other thing we can do is go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, let's move the leader. 1, 2, 3, 4 for road bonus. Let's take a look at the path that's available to us. 1.5, 2.5, 3.5. 1.5, 2.5, 3, 4.5. 1.5, 3.5, 4, 5.5. And a half, 3, 4.5. 1.5, 3, 4.5, and 6 to there. So he's going to go CX. Well, what's the use of going over a concealed unit there? Like that. He's not firing. This fellow is in motion. So he's going to go there. Fellow's going to turn around for 1 and 5 and 6. There. This guy could have fired there now. And let's do the 4. I forgot to do that. That sucks. 4 firepower. So it's 1 less than he needed to kill. I think that does it. Yep, that does it for him. So this guy is lost. Is there a crew survival? Snake eyes? Nope. So these guys are in the graveyard. And he first fired. They were concealed. They would have lost concealment. Yeah. This fellow is going to go 2. It's going to go the other direction. But at this point, I am losing my personal morale. So that was 2 to turn around, open ground, actually orchards. 4R, big R. Okay, all right. So 2 plus 4 is 6, plus 4 is 10, plus 4 is 14. 14. That's making a loss check. Let's see. They have to fire. Marked with first fire. And it's 14 to there. 16, 16. 16 and a half. 17. 18. 20. 21. There's a motion there. This fellow is going to go CX. He's going to go non-assault movement. 1, 2, 2 to there, and 3 to there, 4, 5 to there. This fellow is going to go CX, and he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6 to there. Let's put him there. Now it was double time. This fellow is going to go double time as well. 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6 to there. This fellow is going to assault move to there. And these folks are going to go double time. And I'm not going to bother firing at them at that stage, but let's put these guys double time first. Right, good. 1. Oh, darn. Whoa, Nelly. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to there. Okay, these guys are going to go double time as well. Clearing double time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if you can do it better. 1, 2, actually 1, 2 in bypass, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to there. Put this guy on top. Okay, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, let's go to defensive. We'll do a 4 up 2 there. 8 on the 4 ain't going to do anything. And then here, do we wish to open up or keep concealment? We'll keep concealment. And with that said, we're going to go to advancing fire. And in terms of advancing fire, we have a 6 up, nothing there. 5 on the 6. 5 on the 6. The 1 check. Success there. A few times. Things are beginning to shift. They're beginning to shift a bit. So he advanced fired. So here we got a 4. This guy cannot fire. This fellow, God, this thing is thick. Can he fire in that hex? Oh, we'll draw a line of sight, and if we have line of sight, we have line of sight. If we don't, we don't. But at least this fellow is going to fire. So let's draw a line of sight from here to there. God darn it. So they're firing, inherit firepower. These folks will be firing. So these folks have a 4. We're not using the light. 4 up 1 there. 2 because they're concealed. 2 up 1. Missed. Horrible. Okay. Now, good thing we checked line of sight there. I wish I could have moved these guys a lot closer, but we didn't. All right, let's go to route phase. Let's clean up the board. Clean up the board. It's pretty messy. That fire. Okay. Normally the British would have to route first, but there's no broken, whatever. Brokey British. So this fellow would have to route. Does he see him? And where's his legitimate route location? Well, if he doesn't see him, which he doesn't, he has to route here for 2. And then technically speaking, he can go further to there, I think, this hex, for 4, and stop there, or continue back here. Leave him alone. This fellow can go 1, 2, 3 to there. That's all she wrote. And now let's go to advanced phase. Advanced phase, we're going to move these guys here. Fellows here. Well, here we move these guys here. These fellows here. These fellows here. These fellows here. This fellow here. I got to move him there for reasons beyond comprehension. Well, there is a reason why I have to move him there. The reason why I have to move him there is because I need to wipe him out and coax him into firing. I'm gonna have to think twice about what the heck gonna happen there, but so far so good. Well, let's put it that way. All right, so we advance there. This fellow here with prisoners A also advances. Fortunately, these guys can't advance, and this guy are now poised to get the heck out of there, out of Dodge. Here's what's important and how bypass movement can come into play. Anywho, incremental save. Did an incremental save, and it's going to be the start of German player turn. Oh no, we forgot a close on combat up here. Let's turn it to close combat. Close combat 3-2 now. 6 or less, come on. Woohoo, guys. This just eliminated him. This is called infiltration. It it negates the, you see, the simultaneous game of play. It's leader creation, right? He doesn't get to attack back, I don't believe, because I was the attacker. So he's a goner. Go put him in the Axis casualty bin. He's no longer in melee, elite, and he gets to move out as well. Now, for leader creation, it's a British, so we got a -1. Base unit at a morale level of 8 or greater, that's another -1. And wasn't broken. So I get a total of -2 to my 1d6. Another 8 -1 leader. Ha! Here's my so this is how you pull out counters from Vassal. You go to British, single man counter, 8 -1. I'm going to call this guy Worthington. Label Worthington. It's a lot. Okay, there. And we're going to advance him into the, there. No more CC. I'm relieved. In terms of concealment gain, let's check. They can be seen. They can be seen. This guy can be seen. I don't think this guy can be seen. Okay, no, he can't. Okay, so he's concealed. This guy would have to roll for it. Nope. Fellow would have to conceal. Nobody can see him. Guys can be seen. And I don't think this guy can be seen by anybody. We lost track if we... Oh, they can't. It's pretty blatantly obvious. All right, now we're ready for... Oh, let's just do another save and... yes. 8A. 8 alpha. And file. Save game as 8 alpha. A zip of coffee. While going like this, Italian cook Sunday morning. All right, rally phase. See where the brokies are. No, let's roll for wind change. Nothing. Recombinations. Attempt to recover. No. Boy, repair. Rally broken units. Self rally. Here. Needs a miracle. Not quite. And here. Under DM 3, 4 for the terrain, 5 for the leader. Rally. Hey, he rallied. That's a bummer. Now, since he was under observation, he is no longer concealed. Yes, he's no longer concealed. Now let's go to prep fire. We got an interesting thingamajiggy here. If we prep fire here, which we'll do, where else are we going to go? Down here? So you can get a shot on us? I don't think so. So we'll prep fire. Our last parting shot will be a 12 up 2. All right, so let's do that. 12 up 2. They don't cower because it's lure directed. So a 6 on the 12 is a 2 check. So they break but do not ELR. And they prep fire. These guys prep fired. These guys broke. Again. DM comes off here. And DM comes off here. I'm losing my touch. Now the interesting thing here is if we stick around and fire, we're going to have 4, 8 plus 5 is 13 times 2, 20. So we have a total of 8 plus 5 is 13. Point blank fire times 2 is 26. 24 up 1 against these guys. If we skedaddle, go 1 hex back, we'll have to sustain a 16 up 3 attack. And in addition to that, we'll be able to fire back if we survive his fire. We'll be able to attack back at 4 up 1. So, and the bad thing about prep firing is we'll lose concealment, but I cannot afford not to take a 24 up 1 shot against these guys. That's the biggest drawback. So we'll lose concealment and do our 24 up 1 attack against these boys. All right, so 24 up 1. Here it comes. Excuse my language. How can you go wrong on a 24 down up 1 attack? So we rolled 11 and 24. That's just a 1 check. 1 check. 7 or less on that fellow. Takes it. The worst of all possible outcomes. Prep fired. Nothing good comes out of prep fire. Famous quote from David Garber. Major David Garber. Guy's smart. Yeah. Listen to this. We'll do this. 2, 3, 4.5 there, and we lose concealment. Because this fellow can jump into close combat with his vehicle and do absolutely nothing, because as a single man counter he needs snakes, but he'll have to add +2 to his dice roll because the vehicle's in motion. Kill when it comes to close combat. That would be funny. Now comes defensive fire, and we're going to light him up. He's not concealed, so we'll do a 6 flat shot here. 6 flat. Here it comes. 8 on the 6. In task check. All right, that can help. Leader. 'Quads. I'll make it 1,000 effective. This is final fire right there. Okay. Then here we have a 12. I'll be damned if I try to do a 12 plus 8 and then suffer the indignity of a bad dice roll. So we'll do a 12 up 1 attack there, first and foremost. Use my language. Breaks. Good thing is I have one more roll of a 8 up 1, 9, another pintash check. You'll make it. That's crazy. All right, here we got, they're under CX. Oh, let's clear up this thing. We got an 8 flat shot there. That's a decent roll. +1 for CX and -1 for my leadership modifier. So we got an 8 on the 8, which is a normal. So an 8 or less for the leader. The normal. Yeah, a normal. So he pins in 2 squads. Breaks. Takes it. So this guy is broken. And the other guy made it, and the leader is pinned. So this squad just goes above all the other junk. And we can put the prep fire marker up as well. Yam counter goes there. Or slightly one above. There you go. That's how it looks after all is said and done. And these guys final fired as well. Okay. So defense fire, advancing fire, we got none. Road phase. Let's clean up the board. Let's clean up the board, road phase. Let's clean up all the moves, all the prep. The road phase, we'll designate the woods here as their target effects. So we'll go 1.5. 2.5, 3, 4.5. This fellow here has to route, but he can't route in any location, even if he wanted to. Even he can't even low crawl, so he's eliminated for failure to route. In advance phase, this fellow has done his job. This fellow does not choose to advance. This guy doesn't want to advance into there because it's pointless. So concealment gains, I think these guys can see each other. Nope, that's all she wrote. Remember, our victory locations are I8 to K8. That seems to be important. Oh boy, I paused there for a moment. Pause the video here because it's now the last British turn. We could have, should have, but didn't eliminate this stack here. So it's going to be a bit precarious trying to get out. So again, once again, I find myself, well, doing the rally phase. It's very simple to get overwhelmed with the amount of action going on. So let's rally. Thing for nothing for wind change. It got a little bit of hot here, so I took off my jacket. Recombining good order half squads, no recoveries, no deploy, no repair and transfer guns, no rally broken units. Do we have any brokies? We got brokies here. Let's just double check. Brokies everywhere. Oh, okay. So repairs come first. We're gonna try and repair that LMG. No. Here for less. Hey, we made it, but they're out of the game. Worthington and two squads are out of the game. That's sad. Anyway, they can't rally. This guy did not repair his gun. Let's get that off. These guys didn't actually move. So now let's jump to prep and movement. Okay, movement. These guys, as much as they'd like to stay in the game, they're needed badly to get to the victory location. So they can go. They can go 1 and 2, and they're off the board. And that is uh, 4 VP. This fellow, I'm going to try and make it. He loses his CX, so he'll go 1 around the bend, 2.5, and now he can uh, do a shot at him. How will he shoot? That's a good question. So, how will he shoot? He will shoot 4 down 2, leader directed. A 4 down 2. Using the MMG. 4 down 2, here it comes. 7 on the 4. is a pin task check, which I should pass easily. Pins. And he first fired support weapons. Plus, there is 2 residuals in there. We fired in that hex. We got 2 resids in there. All right, so here he's already CX, so I can go 2, 4, and that's about it. Two, 4. We're gonna hold our fire. Look at the leader here, and he will voluntarily lose concealment. Think about what his move is going to be. 2, 3, 4, 5, which is not great. How about this fellow here? 1, 2, 4, 5 out the door. Yeah, before we do that, we're going to lose concealment here. Okay, so non-assault move. 2, 4 to there. This guy's marked with CX, and he's really out of the picture. This guy will assault move to there. And he's there. Going CX. Double time. 1. I can fire here. Inherit firepower. 4 down 2. Oh, 4 down 2. The leader directed the MG, and as a matter of fact, the MG had to fix his covered arc. Oh, unit, gun. He had to fix his covered arc that way. Okay. So 4 down 2. Here it comes. 8 on the 4. 8 on the 4. 8 on the 4 is nothing at all. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hope I did that correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, how many points do we have out there? We have 2, 4, 5, 6. We're missing 1. And I think there's 2 residuals in there. It was bypassing the open ground there. Two resids there. This guy was CX. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Was he CX? Hold on, guys. He was. I'm pretty sure I just removed the CX counter. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6 to there. And then he would have to, this guy should be marked with the fire. Okay. That would give him an 8 down 3. Well, I'm not, this is okay. This is 1 to there, like this. 2, and he can fire there at 8 down 3. They don't cower. Well, he couldn't use the leader because the leader directed another fire. The MG, so it was a 4. Yeah, that would have been a 4 down 3, but they cowered. Yeah, the MG fired. If the MG has to fire, but he can't. He can't because the covered arc is pointing in the other direction. So it would have been. Yeah, the FG's covered arc is fixed in the other direction, but technically he has to fire both. So let's see what difference does it make in any case. If he was a 4 down 3, not leader directed, because the leader was directing the MG fire, power to a 2, and it would be a normal morale check. Let's give him that much. And I'm confused here. Hold on one second. Guys, I think you got me cheating here because this guy was marked with yeah, so it can only go 6. It can only go 6. So yeah, 1, 2. All right. I'm going to take just a 4 down 2 shot. He rolled an 8, and things are falling off here. So he cowered. He wasn't leader directed. Leader was directing the MG. 2, 6 on 2 is a PTC. Yeah. And that dude broke. So PTC 9 or less and 10 or less. Okay, so 1. 4, 5, 6 to there. He can't make it out. Guys, while the video was on pause, I tried to play out the rest of the scenario to see what would ensue. And basically, I ended up getting these 2 Jeeps immobilized, even though this fellow broke on his final protective fire dice roll. The leader used rule alpha 4.44 to get the machine gun. With 2 attacks, we rolled 2 dice rolls of 4 each, immobilizing these fellows. We also determined that we had no viable way of getting one more CVP off board. If this guy didn't pin and one of these 2 units didn't immobilize, they would have been a victory for the British, but we're going to call a victory for the Germans by the skin of their teeth. Also, looking at the casualty bin, we see that perhaps we could have done a better job as the Germans at defending our objective. There's about 14 CVP to 9 for the British. Of course, looking at the British with their hero creation, leader creation dice rolls, they fare pretty well, but we should have pressed the attack and been more aggressive in attaining our objective. So with that said, guys, we made another 1 hour point 1 hour 5 minute video, and I could have easily done it in 1 hour just by showing you the after action report, but then we would have missed all the fun action that we had throughout the video. So with that, I'm probably going to do AR2, which is called Wolves in Sheep's Clothing. There's a new terrain type called Polder. And initially, I don't know how to treat Polder, but the Brain Hive told me that you can route in Polder without facing interdiction because they're like shell holes. The thing that threw me off was that the SSR alluded to staying in Polder while broken. Who wants to stay in front, in front of advancing force that is superior to you in firepower? Anywho, that's what it is. Happy New Year once again, and thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Stay in touch. If you have any comments or any corrections, kindly do them respectfully below. Greatly appreciate your feedback and your support once again. Wishing you all a happy-go-lucky 2025, prosperous, filled with health, and everything you wish for. Take care.